Sorry for the sneeze. I had a sandwich. Okay. We're going to do our bedtime read aloud. Sorry for that little inconvenience. I just had an ice cream sandwich and it's very, very messy. So, let's start. Meg Merles. And old Meg, she was a glimpsy and lived upon the moors. Her bed was a brown turf, and her house was out of doors. Her apples were squat berries, her currant pozzo broom. Her wind was dew of the white rose. He took her book, a churchyard tomb. Her brothers were craggy hills, her sister lanterns trees. Alone with her great family, she lived as she did please. No breakfast, she had many a morn. No dinner for many noon. Instead of supper, it would stare full hard against the moon. So you see, there's an apple. I think there's an apple for decorations, and there's a little rose. But every morn of woodbine fresh made her gargling, and every night the dark glen yew, and she would sing. With her fingers old and brown, she painted matto rushes and gave them to cottering. She met among the bushes. Old Meg was a brave market queen, and tall as Amazon. A chip hat that she on. God rest her aged bones somewhere. She died full alone again. So this poem we just wrote is by John Keats. See, there's nice stars and there's raspberries, berries. I don't know. Aiken Drum. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum, and he played among a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum, and his hat was made of good cream cheese. Ooh. And his Aiken Drum, his coat was made out of roast beef, and his name was Aiken Drum. His buttons were made out of penny loaves, and his name was Aiken Drum. His waistcoat was made out of crust of piles, and his name was Aiken Drum. His breeches were made of Haggie's bag, and his name was Aiken Drum. As he played along a ladle, his name was Aiken Drum. You see, there's a wonderful bird and stuff. There was a man in another town, and his name was Willie Wood, as he played a razor, and his name was Willie Wood, like Willy Wonka. And he ate up all the good cream cheese, and his name was Willie Wood. He ate up all the good roast beef, and his name was Willie Wood. He ate up all the penny loaves, and his name was Willie Wood. Then he ate up the good pie crust, and his name was Willie Wood. But he choked among the Haggie's bags, and there was an end of Willie Wood, as he played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. Antonym Scootish. There's the birds again. Here comes Widow. Here comes Widow from Barberry land, with all of her children in a hand. One can brew and one can bake, and one make a wedding cake. Pray take one, pray take two. Pray take one that pleases you. So you can see they're walking, holding hands. And there's our decorations. Miss Mary Mac. Miss Mary Mac. Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down her back. She went upstairs to make her bed. She made a mistake and bumped her head. She went downstairs to wash the dishes. She made a mistake and washed her wishes. Rhyme. She went outside to hang her clothes. She made a mistake and hung her nose. Ooh, that must hurt. See the little pin right there? If you can, it won't focus, but do you see the little pin right there? That's her, and her nose is stuck. And there's our designs. Gilly Silly Jarter. Gilly Silly Jarter, who lost a garter. In the shower of rain, the miller found it. The miller ground it. And And Miller gave it to Silly again. So I don't know. She's crying, it looks like. And there's like a bracelet, and there's her designs. Mr. Puncharlo. Oh, Mother, I shall be married to Mr. Puncharlo. To Mr. Punch, to Mr. Joe, Mr. Nell, to Mr. Low, Mr. Punch, Mr. Joe, Mr. Nell, Mr. Low, to Mr. So he loves all these people. And you can see there's like rings, and there's our designs. And that is all we're going to read for today. So that was it for the Bedtime Read Aloud. Bye. I gotta be making the daily news now.